Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lighthouse Tapestry. It is Tuesday, December the 9th, and we are filling in for Denise, who is on a much-deserved holiday break. And so we have the Akashic Records crew here. Hello, Majda and Michelle. How are you today?
Hello. Very good.
How are you?
All is well. All right. So we're going to talk to you today a little bit about the Akash. But before we get there, I wanted just to welcome everyone into the channel. If you're new, we do daily content all during the week and the weekend. We have a Wednesday night live where we actually talk all things astrology and energy, and we pull cards for our viewers. And we have a special ritual ceremonies from the full moon, which was just 2 days ago. So if you haven't checked that out, please feel free to do so. And we do the new moon as well. But check out our YouTube channel and like, subscribe, and share if this content resonates for you. We also have a website, and it is www.lighthousetapestry.com. And we have a variety of practitioners on the channel. And this is from astrology to Akashic Records. We're all reading tarot and oracle cards. We have mediumship, channeling, spiritual coaching, and we also have classes. Denise, Ruby, and Morgan just started a series every other week on Mondays, and it's called an empowerment hour. And so if you're interested, there's more information. We will be starting 2 classes in January. One is a basic tarot class with Wendy, and that starts on January the 8th. And this group that you see today is offering an Akashic Records Mastery course, and that will start on January the 11th. So please check out our website. We'll give you the details below, and hopefully you'll join us for one or several of the trainings that are offered. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Michelle.
Oh, thank you, Ceree. So for those of you that may have missed our video that we did last week, just doing a quick synopsis about the Akashic Records and what they are. So basically, the Akashic Records are records of every individual soul on the planet, and it keeps records and of all of our lifetimes. So every lifetime recorded in each individual's journey. And we use this information by working with the wisdom keepers of light, and they come forth with messages and wisdom and guidance for individuals to help them on their current life path by looking at patterns from their past lives. And basically what we do as a group, Ceree, Majda, and myself, is before we come in and do these recordings, we actually go into the Akashic Records and we connect with the wisdom keepers, and they help bring through messages for us to share with the collective, as we have done today. So, and we bring forth both collective messages for the whole collective and individual readings as well that we do. So I'll turn it over to Majda now.
Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, so one of the messages that we've been receiving today and overall this week is really about the importance of staying centered in your heart and feel all that is coming, all that is happening. Those emotions we are all going through at the moment are challenging for all of us, but the energies that are happening at the moment, although they seem to be the ones that are challenging, they're actually here to support us. And the goal of those energies is really to support us in returning back to ourselves and really birthing not a new version of ourselves, but actually the real version of who we are, the real being who came here to incarnate into this lifetime without all the trauma, without the pain, without the fear, without anything that has prevented us from being ourselves. What about you, Ceree? Michelle, did you get anything else?
Yeah, we were talking earlier that they showed us like a visual of a tree and staying very grounded and centered like the tree trunk. But yet, if you look at a tree, you see the branches. So what we were also given was the path to your soul's expansion and this new version of who we are. It's who we actually were meant to be. But we may go down different paths or branches to get there. Not every soul's journey is going to look the same. So your journey may look a little bit different than my journey, but that's okay because we're using all these branches or paths to get to enlightenment or the new earth. And I think that was one of the additional messages we got.
Absolutely. And in line with what Ceree was just mentioning, because all three of us will pull different cards, but they're all related and they all blend beautifully and tie in. So in perfect alignment, I'm not sure for those who saw last week's video, pulled the same exact card today that I got last week, which is the card, hopefully you can see it, the Eight of Forces and the lightning bolt. And if you look closely at the detail, you see it's actually a tree. Which is and the tree is being struck very forcefully, forces, by this lightning bolt, and it's actually splitting right down the center. So it's really highlighting and showing. I'm not going to read the message again. I'm just going to tell you the energy that is in line with Ceree's. But I pulled this card from the Akashic Tarot guidebook. And once again, ironically, it's about 78 different cards, and the same card came out. It's very important. It's the energies that's still present from last week with all these sudden, unexpected changes coming in and the world sort of getting shaken up in both the collective and individual lives. And with these sudden, unexpected changes, we're being asked to stay grounded like the tree. And as Ceree said, we're all taking different branches, if you will, or different paths, but we're all always coming back to the same center. And using the tree's beautiful wisdom and energy is important for us to stay grounded in all these changes. And people are coming in from our past. I know personally, people I haven't spoke to in years are reaching out, which is very sudden and unexpected. And they're trying to heal old wounds and old traumas that no longer serve us anymore. So kind of in line with what Ceree and Majda was saying, we're letting go of those old false versions of ourselves that keep us stuck in that karma and drama. And we're being rebirthed and being awakened to the true authentic selves that we are. So it's beautiful. And the second card that I got from my moon deck guidebook, which I thought was very pertinent with our full moon that was just here in the sign of Gemini, which is all about communication, which, as I said, is about individuals reaching out. But the card that I pulled for this, ironically, is the full moon, which we are still in the energy of. And the message says, I am ready. Thank you. And this message is basically about expansion. It's about the expansion of the individual and the collective we've been speaking about, and that we've all been in this preparation mode to spread our wings and fly and become those individuals and those people, authentic people that we're meant to be and carry into this new world. So I just think it's beautiful, and it's in alignment with what we've been speaking about. And I love that it's the full moon still lingering in that beautiful energy of bringing things to the surface and things to be healed to the surface. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I'll let Majda share what she got for her card pull.
Thank you, Misha. Yes, so I pulled a card from the Rose Oracle. Again, I really like this one. So the card that came is Rose Without Thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. So I'll read what they explain in the guidebook. Most roses have thorns that protect the plant. When you walk past, it's so easy to get caught on their spiky stems, as if the thorns themselves are an initiation for the observer to get to the breathtaking beauty and scent of the queen of all flowers in full bloom. However, there are a small number of roses that are unlike most, possessing few or no thorns, and that's what this card is all about. The rose without thorns is an invitation to dive straight into the sweetness of your life, to rest into the softness, to enjoy the delicious fragrance, to rest in and release what it means to be currently alive in this body, to embrace all the beauty and bliss that life has to offer. You have a right to your joy, and the rose without thorns wants to take every ounce of it in right now, to celebrate and lose yourself in the sweetness of your life. This is a rare moment in time of deep peace and enjoyment. You're being called to taste all that it has to offer, to drink it all in. You deserve every drop. You've worked for this moment. Embrace it now with open arms. It is safe for you to enjoy this, to welcome this, to embody all of this. And while life is ever changing and forever inviting us to grow, right now, your lesson is to be in the delight of it all. The rose transmission is, I have a right to my joy. I appreciate and drink in the sweet nectar of my life.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh,
That is really beautiful. Well, and the cards that I pulled, and it's a consistent message actually from last week. And I pulled from the Akashic Records guidebook. And this card is called The Law of Continuity of Consciousness. It's a mouthful there. And it's very consistent with what we got last week, but it was a different card. And this is around, it says, cosmic consciousness creates an ever expanding reality, that everything in our creation is connected to everything else. And the universe is a continuous and endless process of creation and a fusion of individual and unity or universal consciousness. And it's a reminder that as we achieve enlightenment, or as we are expanding, it requires us to stay in a state of awareness of what is. And that's another thing of being in the present moment. So we don't need to worry about the future because we can't control it. The past is gone. So really, we're supposed to be showing up now with no illusion of worry about anything other than being in the present moment and recognizing that we are divine. And it says, when you get this card, you're invited to explore where you may be perceiving yourself or others as separate from God or from source energy. And it's a reminder that we are all divine. And the last card I pulled was from the Archangel Michael deck. And I've actually lost this, and I found it this morning. And I pulled the most beautiful card, Guarded and Protected. All right. It says, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. So this concept of safety, that we're getting messages from the angels that we're all divinely protected. We are safe. There's nothing that we need to worry about. All is well. And I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. The other message that actually came out that we were in the Akash was, girls, you got to ask us for help. And so your angels and your guides are right there chomping at the bit. And sometimes we just forget to ask. They can't help us unless we give them consent and permission. But a very strong message of support from the divine, from Archangel Michael. He's one of our faves. And we wanted to share these messages with you because this is what it's like to get messages from the Akash. So with that, we'll call it a day. Majda and Michelle, thank you so much for being here. And happy Tuesday, wherever you are in the world. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks so much.
You.
Yeah,
Thank you.
a lot of fun today. Thanks.